Good morning.
Good morning. Morning, everybody. Rahim,
Morning.
Fatima, Adam.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, how's everybody with this weather? This
Very bad.
it's horrible. It's the worst day.
Yes, miss, I just looked outside. The weather is so bad.
Eh, yes, it's like all the seasons in just one day.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, let me admit Ahmad and Ahmad. Okay, has anyone taken a look at the worksheet? I know Fatima has answered it. She sent me.
Good morning, miss.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine. How are you, miss?
I'm fine, thank you. Okay, I'll start with the Mentimeter to introduce what our worksheet is about today. Okay. So question number 1, I'll send the link. Name one eating disorder. Good morning, Kamil. Good morning, Sami.
Good morning, miss.
Sami, you weren't here yesterday, were you?
No, I couldn't join, miss. My internet was so bad.
Okay.
Even today,
Okay. Okay, no problem.
I'm sorry, miss.
It's okay, Sami. Okay, I'm resending the link for those of you who are joining right now. I'm asking for one eating disorder, anorexia, pica. Is pica an eating disorder? It is a mental
No,
disorder, but is it eating?
no.
Bella, it is.
Okay, it
Bella,
is. Can you
yes.
explain pica? Oh, yes, it could be. It could be eating, and
Pica is when someone carves things that are not food.
weird, like they would eat coal or wood or whatever.
Ice or
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yes. Well, weird.
It's like dirt.
Yes. Okay, Ahmad Hassan. Okay. Okay, again, I'm resending the link.
Morning, miss.
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Obesity, bulimia. Yes, I'm glad someone mentioned that. Bulimia nervosa. Anorexia, the major one, I guess. Pica. Okay. Any others before we move on to the next slide? I guess this is pretty much it. Okay, let's explain again for those who just joined. What is anorexia? Can anyone explain it?
It's an eating disorder.
Okay. How is it manifested? What's the problem?
Lack of appetite.
Yes, lack of appetite. Remember, remember the story of Perry, the boy with anorexia? Okay. Obesity,
Yes.
pica. What is pica again?
It's eating something that's not significant.
That's not. Yes, that's not related to food. And bulimia. What's bulimia? Who can explain that?
Miss, it's when you starve yourself for a long time, then eat a large amount of food at a specific time.
specific time.
Yeah, and then you start to want to throw it up again. Does anyone know
Yeah.
Princess Diana? The one who died,
Yes.
I
who
heard
was
of it
married to
before.
Prince
Yeah.
Charles? She had bulimia. She would eat and eat and eat. Okay, this huge appetite, and then at the
Then
end
she
of the
wanna
day,
get rid of them, yeah.
yes. Okay. So the question now is, can eating disorders be related to mental issues? What do you think?
Of course.
Of course, of course.
MS,
Okay.
bulimia is from mental issues.
Exactly, bulimia nervosa. Anorexia also nervosa, meaning related to the nervous system. Okay. Mhm. Has Hassan Al-Assal joined? I admitted Hassan Mahsen, I think. Hassan Al-Assal, are you there? No.
I don't think so.
No, he's not. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Today's session is a writing topics, huh?
No, it's not writing because I want to answer the worksheet first. The writing will have to be next week
Oh, okay.
because I want to give you something for the quiz.
Yes, I was just going to ask about it.
Okay, I have 16 students and only 5 answers. Come on, you guys. It's just a punch of a button. Come on.
Yes, it's clear, yes.
You can say I have no idea, but just say something. Be heard. Okay, yes, so it is related to mental issues. We remember Perry, the story of Perry. Okay, the story of Perry, what was it?
He had
He was
anorexia.
suffering from anorexia.
Okay, what was the root of his anorexia?
Like, what's the story of Perry?
Remember Perry, the 15-year-old
Last year
boy?
or
Yeah,
something?
because of
This
schoolwork.
Yes,
This year?
yes, it seems so last year. Remember
Yeah,
when his parents took
schoolwork.
him to a psychiatrist?
Yes.
What was
Yes,
the root
because
of
of
his-
depression.
Yes, so his anorexia was rooted in his what? Was caused by his
He
Mental
was
health.
stressed
stress. Why was he stressed? Do you remember?
because of schoolwork,
Because
maybe?
he wanted to
Schoolwork.
be very good at school.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he was a high achiever. He was overstressed. He wanted to go to the best universities, so it manifested in anorexia. Okay, thank you for your answers. Let's now move on to the worksheet. We're going to read it together, of course, and answer it together. Doctors' failings on eating disorders cost lives. It's not easy to diagnose those disorders. Okay, I would like someone to begin reading. Let's see. Adam, read the blurb.
Read the below section in which the author highlights the failure of doctors on finding suitable measures to deal with people with eating disorders. Then answer the questions that follow.
Okay,
Doctors fail. Should I continue?
yes, please.
Doctors' failings on eating disorders cost lives. Lack of understanding of eating disorders among doctors is resulting in too many avoidable deaths. With medical staff receiving too little training, a parliamentary select committee has found.
Okay.
Training on
Mhm. Yes, Adam.
training on eating disorders in medical schools is limited to just a few hours, but junior doctors and GPS need significantly more according to
Yes, Adam.
according to a report by the Commons Public Administration and Constitutional Affairs Committee published on Tuesday.
Mhm.
The report also identifies a series of failures by the NHS to act on previous recommendations for improving care for patients.
Okay, a GP is a general practitioner, a doctor of everything, طبيب عام, as we would say in Arabic. NHS is the national health system in Great Britain. So according to paragraph 1 and paragraph 2, what do you deduce about diagnosing eating disorders? Let's see, Ahmad Shahimi, what do you deduce from paragraphs 1 and 2? About diagnosis of eating disorders.
It's not the main thing to take during the medical
We are
school.
failing to
Okay,
treat people with eating disorders.
yes, and Ahmad.
It's because doctors don't have a lot of training.
Yes, Ahmad said they don't take it seriously in medical school. They just a few hours for something
Yeah.
so serious, just a few hours. Okay. Ahmad, would you please continue reading? Ahmad Shahimi, paragraph 3.
Yes, Miss. A 2017 report by the Parliamentary and Health Services Ombudsman, PHSO, which examined failures over the 2012 death of Avril Hart, 19, and two other women, called for more training of doctors, improving coordination of services, and investigating potential failings in previous serious incidents.
Okay. Thank you. Samir, would you please read paragraph 4? Samir, are you there? Celia? Have I lost you guys? Are you there? Celia, are you?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes, Miss.
Celia, would you please read paragraph 4?
But the committee said not enough action has been taken to implement them fully across the NHS. It called on the General Medical Council to use its influence to ensure medical schools improve training.
Okay, so Celia, what were we saying regarding training for eating disorders in medical schools?
It's just for a few hours.
Yes, so it's not enough training. Okay, thank you, Celia. Kamel, paragraph 5.
Yes, paragraph 5. Some studies suggest that up to 1.25 million people in the UK may be suffering from eating disorders, which are said to have the highest mortality rate of all mental illness. Yet the committee was shocked to discover the NHS did not have precise information on the prevalence of eating disorder.
Okay.
It called on NHS England to commission a population-based study.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Kamel. But tell me about a shocking fact from paragraph 5. As a mental illness, eating disorders, what do they cause?
Mortality.
Yes, they do cause mortality. And among all mental illnesses, how are they ranked in mortality?
The highest mortality rate.
Yes, this was, by the way, this was a shocking fact to me. It's the most deadly mental disease, eating disorders. And it's very prevalent. If you say that in the UK alone, United Kingdom, it's 1.25 million people. That's a lot. Okay. Paragraph. Yes. Ibrahim, would you please read paragraph 6? Ibrahim, are you there? Ibrahim is not there. Sami, paragraph 6, please. Sami?
Yes, I can read it.
Yes, please. Okay. Many doctors. Ahmad, your turn.
Oh, yes, miss. I was reading and I
Miss, did you say
muted.
my name? Sayatili?
Yes, I did. You can read the next one, Sami. Okay, Ahmad is.
Yes.
I swear my internet is so bad, it's so delayed.
Read, miss.
Yes, read Ahmad, please.
Many doctors focus only on using body mass index (BMI) to determine whether they offer treatment. Even though NHS guidelines recommended avoiding using single measures, the report said it found few patients had access to the NHS eating disorder specialist.
So they go sort of like to a nutritionist, where if any one of you know someone who has been to a nutritionist or you have been there, they would take your body mass index instead of a nutritionist, or in addition to a nutritionist. What do these people need?
Therapist.
A
A
therapist.
specialist.
Yes, an
Mental
eating
care.
disorder specialist, a psychiatrist. Yes, Sami, you can read paragraph 7.
There were difficulties for patients transitioning from child to adult care aged 18. Patients often face unacceptably long waiting times for adult mental health care and difficult when they were moving from school to university.
Mhm.
The quality of care was often postcode lottery. Some parents were discharged when they reach a certain weight, with no guarantee their mental health had recovered. The report found.
Okay, so what could be a very vulnerable group? What
The
could be
ones
The
that
a
adult
vulnerable
go
mental
to
health care.
university. The ones that are moving from school to university.
Yes, but the adolescents, okay, those who are transitioning from child to adult, like the example of whom?
Perry.
Perry, okay, those are a very vulnerable groups, okay. Sometimes they go to a facility and they are discharged early before they are properly assessed or treated. Paragraph 8, Jad. Jad?
It was essential for the NHS learned from previous serious incidents. Nick Hart, the father of Averell Hart, from Newton, Suffolk, who died from anorexia, has been in constant correspondence with more than 6 organizations before any formal investigation was launched into his daughter's death,
Mhm.
the report stated.
Thank you, Jad. Okay, so why do you think Averil died, Jad? She has anorexia, but why do you think she died? Okay, can anyone answer that question?
Because her mental
Because
health
of
Lack
her
of
mental health.
eating.
hasn't recovered yet.
Yes, she hadn't
Yes.
recovered yet. Adam, you were saying also?
I said lack of eating. She didn't.
Lack of eating or lack of proper treatment. Okay, lack of
Yes.
proper treatment. Okay, paragraph 9, Muhammad Watfa. Paragraph 9. Muhammad. Ali Khalifi.
Yes, yes.
Is that Muhammad or Ali?
Ali.
Okay, Ali, would you please read paragraph 9?
Yes. The committee chairperson, Sir Bernard Jenkins MP, said my committee found serious failings in NHS care for people with eating disorders. Doctors only receive a couple of hours of training. Patients are left waiting for months of care, and the NHS doesn't even have accurate data on the number of people suffering from an eating disorder throughout the UK.
Okay, so Ali, if I were to ask you what the tone of paragraph 9 is, what's the author's tone? What would you say? Okay, my committee found serious failings in NHS care for people. Doctors only receive a couple of hours of training.
Strict.
Okay, Ali, do you have an answer?
No, miss.
Okay, Adam, you were saying?
I said he had a strict tone.
Strict. Okay.
He was strict about the idea he was telling us.
Miss, can we say critical?
It's definitely critical. Okay, I find serious failings, they're not doing their job, they only receive a couple of hours. That would be critical. Okay, when you're criticizing something, you think it's not good enough.
Or blaming?
Blaming, if you want, of course, critical and blaming. Paragraph 10, Sharif, would you please read?
Yes, miss.
Paragraph 10, please.
Okay. We cannot risk any more avoidable deaths from eating disorders. Eating disorders are complex mental and physical health illness and deserve dedicated training, specialist care, and a commitment from the NHS to learn from their own mistakes.
Okay, so if I were to ask about the thematic relation between paragraphs 9 and 10, what would you say, Sharif?
Me, miss?
What would you say the thematic relationship between paragraph 9 and 10 is? Take your time, okay?
There's an increased risk. No, the risks of eating disorder, deaths from eating disorders are raising.
Okay. But what's the thematic relationship between the two paragraphs, 9 and 10? The author is obviously presenting a problem in paragraph 9. Isn't he, Sharif?
Yes, he is.
Okay, and then in paragraph 10, what happens?
He explained it.
He explained it, and then eating disorders are complex mental and physical health illnesses and deserve dedicated training, specialist care, and the commitment from the NHS to learn from their own mistakes. What's that? You present the problem, and then what happens in paragraph 10?
He explained.
Okay, he explains.
And solution.
Solution, thank you. The thematic relationship is problem solution.
Problem solution.
In paragraph 9, we're presenting the problem, and in paragraph 10, we're presenting the solution. We need to revise those for the quiz. Okay, paragraph 11, Yaoub, would you please read?
Miss Yaoub doesn't have internet, I think.
Yaoub doesn't have internet, but I admitted him. Okay, Hassan Mahsin, can you hear me now, Hassan? Okay, Heidi? Okay, Ahmed Farhat, paragraph 11.
Yes, okay, miss. It has been nearly 2 years since the PHSO reporting on how NHS eating disorder services are failing patients. The government needs to adopt a sense of urgency to stop this problem from spiraling, and my committee is calling for swift action to address deficiencies in care, he added.
Okay, Ahmed, how would you describe the tone in paragraph 11, the overall tone?
Serious and objective?
No, the government, it's not objective. He's taking a
urgent, man.
Okay, there's urgency. The government needs to adopt, needs to stop, needs to do something. What
Yes.
is that?
Needs to move on. Like,
Okay, what did you say, Ahmed? Can you repeat? Isn't it advising? Isn't the tone advising?
It's advising and serious.
yes.
Advising, yes, and serious. The government needs to adapt a sense of urgency. Okay, he is also
Miss, can we say it's a threatening tone?
threatening. It means when you threaten someone, it's not really threatening, but he is serious and he is advising.
Demanding?
Okay, he is, if you want warning and alarming, demanding, you can say that, but I prefer advising. Okay,
Yes, okay.
paragraph 12. Heidi, are you there? No? Fatima, would you please read paragraph 12?
Yes, Miss. The General Medical Council said it didn't have power over medical school curricula. Prof. Colin Melville, Director of Education and Standards for the GMC, said it has been doing all it can to influence positive change, including writing to every medical school to ask how and where they include eating disorders in their curricula.
Okay, good. So, Fatima, if I were to ask you about the pattern of organization in this paragraph, what would you say?
In paragraph 12,
Yeah, what would you say?
can you just give me a minute?
Yeah, of course.
Can we say listing?
You can say listing if you want, because it's listing several things, but then it's saying that it does not have power over the school, medical school curricula, which is the plural of curriculum. And then what does it say? It presents a sort of solution.
So it's problem solution.
Problem solution. Listing is also correct if you justify it well. Finally, paragraph 13, Ahmed Audi.
We are determined to continue working with the medical schools, royal colleges, doctors, and the wider health system to ensure these complex issues are taught and that patients are identified and supported with the appropriate clinical care, he said. By Caroline Davis, Tuesday, 18 June 2019.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Adam, you raised your hand. You have a
Miss, I have a question.
Yes.
Miss, can an author's tone be ironic?
Yes, it can be, of course. If he's being sarcastic, that's one of the common tones.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I want to move on directly to the skills questions, honestly. What is the thematic relationship between paragraphs 3 and 4? Let's move on to paragraphs 3 and 4. What thematic relationship do you see in that? And when I ask you about the thematic relationship, the best thing to do is look at the beginning of the next paragraph, okay? And then read both paragraphs. What relation do you see there? Kamel, can you tell me?
Yes, I'm reading.
Okay, take your time.
Problem solution.
Okay, okay.
Facts and statistics, Miss?
The relation.
Contrast.
Thematic.
Thematic.
Contrast.
Contrast, why? Fatima, you said contrast, why?
Because there is both at the beginning of paragraph 4.
Okay, what's the author talking about in paragraph 3?
What did patients call for because of them failing on diagnosing eating disorders?
Okay. But
And
nothing
then has been taken to implement them fully across the NHS.
Miss, he didn't give a solution for the problem.
He did.
Here.
Said that nothing has been done.
Okay, but my question, Adam, is the thematic relationship between this and this. If you said problem solution, there is no problem with that if you justify it well. Okay, sometimes there can be more than one thematic relation. Okay, would you please read the answer to that? Yaoub, can you please read the answer?
Yes. The thematic relation between paragraphs 3 and 4 is idea contrast. Paragraph 3 shows the 2017 report, which called for more training doctors, improving coordination and more investigation to reduce eating disorders cases. Whereas paragraph 9 reveals that no sufficient action has been taken to implement the recommendations entirely across the NHS.
Okay, thank you. Pick from paragraphs 3 and 9 two types of supporting evidence that the writer relies on. Let's go back to paragraph 3. First of all, what are the types of supporting evidence, Sharif? 3 types of supporting evidence. What are they? Ahmed Farhat, what are the 3 types of supporting evidence?
In general, ولا بالسؤال?
In general, what are they?
Facts and statistics.
Yes.
Witnesses.
Yes, expert opinion, witnesses, etc.
Real life example. No?
And real life examples. Those are they. Now, number 3, paragraph number 3, what type of supporting evidence from those does the author use?
Asking only Ahmed.
Ahmed, would you please answer that? Ahmed.
Yes, Miss. Paragraph 3. Expert opinion.
Okay, where's the expert here?
The parliamentary of the health services, PHSO.
Okay, we wouldn't say it's an expert. We can say he used real names and real dates, didn't he?
Miss, in this article, he doesn't give real life examples, right? Because he's talking about other people.
He did. Where's the real life example in paragraph 3? It's obvious.
The real life example shouldn't be about himself. It should can it be about one in general?
Can be about anyone.
Anyone. Isn't Averell Hart a real life example of failing in supporting those people who with anorexia?
Yes. He is.
So real life example, if you want, there's a real date, real names. Okay. So this is paragraph 3. We have real.
Also, it is a fact, like 2017 report by the Parliamentary and Health Services.
Facts, of course. And in paragraph 9, what does the author use? What type of supporting evidence?
Miss, also real life example.
Expert opinion.
That's an expert, yes. This is an expert. He's a chairperson for the committee, okay? When you list expert opinion, please make sure you tell me why this person is an expert, okay? Or else your answer is incomplete.
Miss, can that be an real life example? Sir Bernard Jenkins, MP?
No, he's not an example of someone suffering, but Adam, he is an expert in this field. Okay, let's read the answer together. It will make things clearer. Adam, read the answer, please. Adam?
The author uses many types of evidence. Yes. He mentions a recommendation of 2017 reports, which was conducted by a real organization, PHSO.
Okay, you can take a live example of Averell, okay?
Yes. He uses a quotation by an expert. My committee found serious failings in NHS people suffering from an eating disorder throughout the UK. The purpose behind these is to achieve objectivity, accuracy, and credibility.
Okay. Now, what adjective or adjectives best describe the tone in paragraph 10? We already did that, didn't we? Who can tell me what the overall tone is in paragraph 10? Ahmed Audi,
Yes, miss.
can you tell me, can you remind us what the overall tone
That
is?
he's giving advice
Okay, advising, yes. Let's see.
to care more about the mental illness.
Okay. I wrote here, advising is equally correct. The writer's tone in paragraph 10 seems to be warning, alarming, alerting. Those also mean advising. The writer warns that eating disorders are dangerous, so we cannot risk any more avoidable deaths. When you tell me the tone, please, between quotations, tell me the words that led you to choose this tone, okay? A dedicated training, specialist care, and a commitment is a must. So in this way, he is also advising. Paraphrasing.
Can you say it's also critical?
It could be critical if you justify it well.
Okay.
Guys, concerning paraphrasing, you will have a paraphrase this on Friday's quiz. If you do not write in paragraph 11 or in the above paragraph, if I do not give it to you in a context, please listen to me. In the above paragraph, the author explains that. Please write the citation or I will not grade it. I will give you a 0 credit on that. Are we clear on that?
Yes.
Say in the above paragraph only خلاص نعمل paraphrase.
Most likely, I will not give it to you in a context as a paragraph number or as an article. So tell me, just tell me.
Is there MCQs, miss, in the quiz? Multiple choice questions.
It's mixed. Just tell me, please, in
Okay.
the above paragraph, the author explains that or the author states that, and then tell me, okay? Please, paraphrase means explain in your own words. Don't Google a paraphrase. I have some weird sentences. Never Google it because they give you strange answers, okay? They give you weird answers that have nothing to do with it. Okay, the vocab words which you will have to know for the quiz. Fatality from heart disease varies widely across the world. We know that fatality means mortality, which also means what?
Mortal, alive.
Mortal.
Deadly.
Fatal, deadly, yeah.
Deadly, yes. Police have stressed that this is the most accurate description of the killer, precise or correct.
Exact.
Stress from drought, diseases, or nutrient insufficiencies are the most likely to attract insects, pests, deficiencies. Insufficiencies are when there's not enough of something. The rapid expansion of cities can cause social and economic problems. Rapid means swift, which also means what? What does swift mean?
Fast.
Quick.
Quick, exactly. The pronoun reference, I'm not going to go through that. You can do them in your own time. But please study well for the quiz.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Everybody, welcome. You are a good class. Take care and see you soon. Bye.
Mom, this game is cool. The